Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. I'm back at the church parking lot. I put the wheels back on the turbo timber so we could fly off the ground for a little bit. And we do have a light breeze, and if you guys caught it early enough, I got the motor running to hold it still because this real big wings just catch the air and want to take off. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me that thumbs up, and leave some great comments. I enjoy going back and reading everybody's comments. Let's get this thing in the air. You can see she's running. That's just to hold her still. All right. The wind is coming from over here by the pond, or what's left of the pond. Everything's ready to go. We'll roll it up here just a little bit. I'm going to put those flaps full on, just like that. Got it in high rates. She should be ready to take off into the wind here. You guys ready? Set, go. Oh yeah, less than a foot. These stall planes, you can see how it's just hanging there. I do have safe on. Let's bring it around, see how she looks into the wind, see how slow it'll go. I still have full flaps on.
Timer start.
You can see the tail dancing, trying to keep it from stalling. Nice and easy into the wind here. And kick those flaps off, safes off, get it upside down.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
I am flying on 3S today. Nice speedy pass there. See what I can do with the knife edge there. I am a little bit high because I don't want the wind causing it to fall, but it did it. One thing I'm really amazed by on this airplane is how big the two wings are. The main wing is 1.5 meters long. And so that's a lot of surface for the wind. Now it's not super wide, so the length of it is making up most of the mass.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
And then the tail section, that horizontal, is really long. It keeps catching my eye every time I look at it. And the elevator for that surface is quite a bit of it. A lot of rudder versus the horizontal stabilizer. And so it's not what I'm used to seeing. Just taking it up until it stalls.
Timer stop. Timer start.
You see me pushing the tail around with the rudder.
Timer stop.
You hear the wheels are rolling from the wind. Just having fun, pushing it around in the air.
Timer stop.
Again, I have safe off and I'm in high rates.
Timer start. Time remaining 2 minutes.
Just using the ailerons to make it roll. A decent amount of speed for 3S. One thing that I feel like this is kind of my review on this airplane, and I kind of feel like you really need to use 4S when flying with the floats on. But if you're flying with the wheels, I mean, this is a lot of power. I think it's just fine, 3S, with just the wheels. But if you put the mass of the floats on there, I think it's just enough. You need to have the 4S on there to really feel like you got all the authority that you want. And this airplane, I'm surprised. I didn't think it would be like that, but you really need to use that rudder to help in those turns. You know, it doesn't look quite right if you just bank and yank. It doesn't want to. The nose doesn't want to drop properly through the turns. So much nicer looking flight if you use the rudder. But you can see that's plenty of power. It's still climbing, full throttle. We're just gonna let it keep on going, and it just keeps on climbing. I stopped it. So it's got lots of power. It could have climbed quite a ways, I believe. I might have got close. And you know, these flaps, these big like barn door flaps or whatever you want to call them, a lot of slow down power there. And this thing, you know, even though I got as much wind right now as I did when I flew on the pond the other day, and I was mostly nervous just because I was above water and I didn't have any way to rescue the plane out of the water, and so it made me nervous. And that's why I ended the flight pretty quick. But the plane handles pretty decent, even in the wind here, you know. And I'm flying high rates, no safe, but I still have AS3X running, helping a little bit smooth out the flight.
Timer stop. Timer start.
You can see how the wind carried it by. That was just it. Coasting through the wind with the wind, and this is into the wind.
Timer start.
Well, the next time around, it's time to land it. So this next time around, I'll throw the flaps down. Yeah. I want to keep a decent amount of power in it. Don't want to get the tail too low. Oh, don't want to put it down in the weeds either.
Timer stop.
There you go. That was safe. And I don't know how well it would have handled the safe with all this wind and the flaps down. Somebody suggested that the airplanes running on safe don't really care for the flaps being down like that. But this airplane, I can tell you, it's a good quality plane. It's got a lot of wings, so if you're flying on a calm day, it doesn't take much power to get it into the air. And if you fly it slow, your battery's going to last you a really long time. Especially if you're running a 4S, like a 2200, this thing would probably fly a really long time. There's nice big wheels, would handle the grass really well. I haven't taken off from the grass. Maybe we'll do that again soon. Go up here to the front lawn and take off. It would have to be a morning flight so that the sun is on the right side and everything. The graphics are nice. I like the blue and the blue and white contrast. Still looks pretty good in the sky. Like I said, those surfaces for the wing and the horizontal stabilizer are really big surfaces, and you got a lot of authority with the elevator. And the rudder seems to do fine. And those ailerons, even though they're just short pieces at the end of the wing, they got them throwing really far, so you get a lot of control. And it's running a 3-blade prop, which makes a really cool sound. I don't know if that's supposed to be part of the turbo thing, but it makes a really cool sound going through the air. I really do like this airplane. If you guys like it, you should pick one up. And I can definitely support this. The only problem, and I've stated this previously, is that you load the battery from the bottom, so you got to flip this thing upside down. I would definitely invest in a small cradle or something to set it on, because if you don't, you're setting the rudder onto the ground and you risk really scratching it up and stuff. And yeah, I don't think that's all there really is to say about it. It's a nice bush plane. It can take off really quick, pretty short landings, and just all around a good time. I like it. I probably like it just the same as the Timber X, but I like the way that it can really slow down. I think it slows down way more than even the Timber X, and it seems to be a little more stable at that slow speed. And if you guys like these videos and you haven't done it yet, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Give me that thumbs up and leave some great comments. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Thanks, guys. Had a good time today. She's taking off.